Good afternoon and welcome. I am Ibrahim Adebayo with the Carnival Radio Media News. The Minister of State for Labour and Employment, Honorable Nkeruka Ihechocha, has said that the federal government is working hard to avert another strike by the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU. This is as he said that the various reforms and policies of the President Bola Tinubu are meant to holistically tackle Nigerian many economic challenges from the root and provide a lasting solution. According to her, Nigerians will enjoy the lasting gains of the reforms, although the initial effects might be painful. The minister, who spoke while fielding questions from newsmen during a 17th annual free medical outreach at Izochi, Abia State, expressed optimism that issues being raised by ASU will soon be resolved. Recall that ASU had last week given government 14 days ultimatum to clear the remaining 4 months' salaries arrears on their members during the 2020 nationwide strike. The union also want the government to remove its members from the Integrated Personnel and Payroll System (IPPS) and migrate them to the University Transparency and Accountability System (UTAS). The various of the balance of earn allowance, among others, demands. Meanwhile, Rivers State Governor Similayi Fubara has approved the payment of 85,000 naira as the new minimum wage for the civil servant employed by the Rivers State government. This agreement was reached during a closed-door meeting presided over by the governor, attended by representatives of the organized labor under the auspices of the Joint Public Service Negotiating Council in the state at the government house in Port Harcourt. Earlier, Lagos and Delta states promised to pay 85,000 naira and 75,500 naira as the new minimum wage for their workers, respectively. President Bola Tinubu in July 2024 signed the new 70,000 naira minimum wage bill into law, ending month of deliberations between government representative, labor unions, and the private sector. While a number of governors have pledged to meet the 70,000 naira minimum wage, others have gone further, committing to pay amount higher than the federal mandate. In another development, the People Democratic Party (PDP) in Kaduna State has debunked reports that the party was boycotting today local government elections in the state. Mr. Edward Marshall, the state PDP chairman, gave the hint while speaking with newsmen in Kafancha, headquarters of Jema local government area. He said it is not true that we are boycotting today local government elections. Those false reports never came from my office. It is all the handwork of the ruling party to confuse the people. Marshall said that any attempt by the APC to manipulate the outcome of the elections would be resisted. While our agents were inspecting sensitive materials at the SECOM office in Kaduna before distribution, it was noticed that result sheets were not included. He said further that is an anomaly that confirmed an alarm raised 2 weeks ago over plan to alter laid-down process of announcing election results, says Marcha. On the foreign scene, and droning has been launched towards the private residence of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in the coastal town of Kasserine. A statement said that the Prime Minister and his wife were not at the location and there were no injuries in the incident. It comes after the Israeli military said 3 drones were launched from Lebanon into Israel early today morning, with one hitting a building in Kasari. The Israeli government has not said whether the building was part of the Prime Minister's residence, nor the extent of any damage. The Israeli Defense Forces said that in the last hour, 3 unmanned aerial vehicles crossed into the country from Lebanon. 2 of the aircraft were intercepted. Another aircraft hit a building in Kasari, no injury. And the world of sports, Victor Osimhen has been included in Galatasaray squad for the Turkey Super League clash with Antalyaspor this weekend. Osimhen returned to full training this week after a short spell on the sidelines due to a muscle injury. The 25-year-old sustained the injury in Galatasaray's 3-3 home draw against Kasımpaşa last month. Galatasaray listed 22 players for the trip to Antalyaspor. Osimhen has scored 2 goals in 4 league appearances for the Yellows and Red this season. And that ends the Carnival Radio News, Midday News. Thank you so much for listening. I am Ibrahim Adebayo. You can download the Carnival Media app from the Google Play Store and iOS App Store. Do enjoy the rest of your weekend.